teachers and sacked 350 school principals. The move reflects nearly a third of the country's primary school teachers and follows recent widespread protest by education staff. The Tunisian government has insisted that the country's dire economic problems mean that the teachers' pay demands are unaffordable. Spanish rescue are searching for a migrant boat that went missing off the Canary Islands who made the main part of the vessel. The Coast Guard said a maritime reconnaissance plane was hit to a large boat with about 200 people on board. The Factime Maker says its Twitter rival Thread has signed up more than 100 million users in less than 5 days. It means Thread is the fastest online platform to reach the milestone, beating the previous record set by ChatGPT. More from election later. Metabots Mark Zuckerberg said the magic 100 million milestone has been reached without even using authorized promotions. The app still has less than a third of the 350 million users Twitter believes to have, but it's hoping to capitalize on being linked to Meta and Instagram, and it thinks there's a user base of more than 1 billion. Critics say Meta collects too much data from users. The app's not available in the European Union yet because of data privacy legislation. And Twitter has threatened legal action. Competition is fine, says Twitter's owner Elon Musk. Cheating is not. North Korea has accused the United States of sending spy planes into its airspace as a provocation and a threat to ship their arms. The United States denies that its planes have entered North Korean airspace. Pyongyang also condemned Washington's plans to deploy a nuclear-powered ballistic missile submarine at the South Korean port. CBC News.
James with you on OS from the BBC World Service, live from our newsroom here in central London. In a few minutes' time, we'll get more on the story I told you about at the top of the hour, the Africa Eye investigation. But firstly, we want to turn our attention to Russia and the life, the honesty of Yevgeny Prigozhin, the Wagner mercenary boss, whose story surely somewhere is being written into a plausible film. The Russian government says President Putin met Mr. Prigozhin 5 days after the Wagner mercenary boss led that failed mutiny, the Shortwave uprising, a couple of weeks ago. Mr. Putin's spokesman said on an argument, a pleasant meeting in the Kremlin which lasted 3 hours, the rebellion by Mr. Prigozhin and his followers, his mercenaries, launched on 2013, lasted a little under a week. So the BBC Monitor's Russia editor Vitaly Shevchenko joins me now. That meeting. Right, first of all, he's meant to be in Belarus, but he's not. He told that to be in Russia. Not only was he in Russia, but he was meeting President Putin, who he essentially led a rebellion against. What was that meeting like, and why are we hearing it?
I would say he was meant to be in jail after President Putin, at the very start of this current rebellion, vowed to punish traitors severely. Did that happen? Not as far as we know. It is indeed stranger than fiction, and to add to the whole mystique surrounding this story, the man who said that the president and the Wagner chief met on the 29th of June, on that day, the presidential spokesman was asked about Yevgeny Prigozhin's whereabouts, and he said, "We don't know." So, what is the most interesting thing to come out of that statement by Dmitry Peskov, the presidential spokesman? I think it's when he quoted the Russian president as offering what he called options for Wagner Group's possible employment and military deployment. So that means the Kremlin sees or saw then a future for Wagner. Now, what's missing from remarks by the presidential spokesman made today is any indication of Yevgeny Prigozhin's whereabouts. For about 2 weeks now, we've been hearing from different people about what Yevgeny Prigozhin may be doing in the future, where he will be residing, but all those statements, they came from other people, not Yevgeny Prigozhin himself. The last we've heard from him was 10 days ago when he posted a short audio message on social media about a car rally in Siberia. And back then he said nothing about his plans for the future. So the mystery remains, where is Yevgeny Prigozhin? And also, his Wagner group, as far as we know, it's not in Belarus, despite what the Kremlin said a while ago. This is where both Prigozhin and Wagner are supposed to move to Belarus. As far as we know, that's not happened yet.
Is it standard practice for someone who leads a mutiny or uprising to then again a meeting with the person against whom they were mutinying and then to be offered up?
Well, exactly. I think it just goes to show how differently the Russian political system operates from political systems in most other countries. Let me set the scene for you. There they were, the president and the man who had rebelled against that president's top military commanders, discussing options. Days after the mutineers had shot down several helicopters and planes, killing pilots. And after that meeting, as far as we know, that man was able to walk free. So, all very unusual, all very confusing, and none of it gives us a clue about what's likely to happen next.
When you look at events on the ground in Russia's invasion of Ukraine, Vitaly, do you still see Wagner mercenaries involved in the front lines?
Not as much as we seen before, not in a very public way that's been advertised on state media. This is how it used to be a while ago. Wagner was presented as one of the most effective fighting forces for Russia in Ukraine. After the mutiny, there was a bit of a campaign on Russian state-controlled media to discredit Yevgeny Prigozhin. But right now, it feels like Russian state media are embarrassed to mention Wagner, as if they're waiting to see what happens next. Even today's announcement that President Putin met Yevgeny Prigozhin, I was very interested to see how it was responded by the media, and they looked confused and undecided. All they said this was sensational news, and it is. But what it means, you ventured to explain.
Vitaly Shevchenko, BBC Military to Russia editor. Thank you so much for stopping. James Reynolds with you on OS from the BBC's newsroom in London. Elton John, and pop mainstay for more than 50 years, has played the farewell concert of his 5-year-long farewell tour. He did so on Saturday in Stockholm and Sweden. It is, according to him, the last time he'll ever tour, ending that half-century of performance across the world with some of the biggest and exorbitant shows the world has seen. He told his fans they would remain at his head, heart, and soul. Earlier in the program, I spoke to Lisa Berg, a music journalist in Glasgow. I began by asking her if this really was the end.
I think that's definitely it for touring. I mean, he's given his six as a feat of top achievement. This tour has been extraordinary. 5 years because of COVID that delayed 330 shows. At that age, he's pretty physical. He's sitting down saying, I don't think he's going to tour again. I definitely think, I mean, he said, I might do one or two miles. If you've been on the road for 5 years, then you do not want to think about playing live again. But I suspect he's not going to be able to stop.
I'm just looking at a picture of it here in New York Central Park, and somebody's wearing a Donald Duck costume.
Yeah, that is my thing. I would think to bring that out of Glasgow. I mean, you kind of trying to age gracefully, but I mean, let's not talk about the twisted this as a ferret on his head. But I was hoping he would bring out the Duck costume. It's fantastic.
He might auction it off, given that he tends to do auctions every few years to get rid of any many things he collects. Looking back, though, over this career, has anyone else had anything like it?
Well, I feel the thing is with Elton that a lot of people, especially younger fans, think that he's always been massively popular. But a friend of mine was managing him in the early 90s, and you know, he didn't really get arrested here. And I remember going to New York and using like Eminem and Wyclef and all these like that. Oh, Elton John, and coming back to Britain, and people think, Elton John. But what's been really remarkable is the last of today, well, obviously streaming has helped. the way his career is going, he's walking down the road, and what he does is moving horses. He's really got himself into the right guys now, and I think that what he's doing now is not what he's doing. However, if you look at, you know, great rivals, it's probably on the same sort of footing as McCartney. You know, all these old legends that people are just discovering that, you know.
He seems to have a kind of godfather-like figure, and I don't mean that in the sinister 1972 or Coppola way. I mean that in the traditional way of being a kind of nurturing figure from a younger generation of artists. Because you've had Sheeran, and previously he championed the work of George Michael when George Michael was just a teenager.
Yeah, I thought you were going to say like a duck head in your bed. The interesting thing about Shortwave was his last performance. And everybody thought, oh, he's going to bring out from the JUL, like, you know, he's big stars. Ed's experience really pivotal in management for Ed's career. I think he brought out Venus Salema and the Timothy Gabriel, and Ed wanted to be championing, and he does that in his Apple show, and he's, you know, very, for years, he's been talking about Ross, pretty long, Cruz Capaldi, Sopranos. And it's hard to think of anybody else in this position who kind of wants to use the influence he has to bring up other artists. This music, there's lots of people who like older music, only older people who have not what it used to be. And he's great. He's a 76-year-old doing all this great music out there now.
Here in London, of course, ABBA transformed themselves into avatars who can be watched eternally in nightly shows here. Do you think Elton John might be tempted to have a show which has an avatar of him that you can go and watch, and he didn't have to perform? They can watch his avatar instead.
Well, you know what? I mean, he was biggest for 20 years. He's been on and off for 20 years. Biggest. He's right before the together. However, if you can get the right technology, I think you can bring it biggest forever. Gone beyond you and I.
This is OS on the BBC World. With me, James Reynolds, live from the heart of our newsroom here in central London. I'm taking a look at a few more stories on the news now. The UN's weather agency says it's extremely worried about record-high temperatures recorded recently around the planet, something that we will investigate over the next few days of conversations. The latest data from the World Meteorological Organization shows that the world had its hottest June ever, accompanied by the highest recorded air temperatures in the North Atlantic and the lowest recorded extent of sea ice. Antarctica. The expert says a major oil project in East Africa will have dire consequences for the environmental issues. French company Total and the Chinese state-owned oil firm signed a $10 billion deal last year to develop Ugandan oil fields and build a pipeline that turns the import tanker. New York-based Brightspot says the project will harm fragile ecosystems. And as I mentioned in the program, people have woken up to snow and sleet in South Africa's biggest city, Johannesburg. For the first time in about a decade, South African people warned to stay warm as a cold front sweeps across most of the country. Cold weather conditions are expected to continue. When the energy drink Prime, founded by the high-profile YouTubers KSI and Logan Paul, is in the headlines. The Senate majority truck fuel calls and regulators to investigate the drink, which he alleges has been targeted at children despite its high caffeine content. The BBC's Michelle joins me now from our bureau in New York City. I've never tasted Prime, Michelle. I don't know if you have, but can you tell us a bit about Prime, what it tastes like, how much caffeine it's got in it?
I've got to confess, I haven't tasted it myself, but basically it comes in these bright neon-coloured cans with the word Prime written having bold white print down the side. And it is the product of two famous YouTubers, Logan Paul, who's American, and KSI, who's a French. And it is hugely popular, particularly with the younger generation. I'm going to say it's not to everyone's taste, because Gordon Ramsay, the chef, tried it on a radio program and said it was like drinking perfume, but it is hugely popular. Unfortunately, it's drawn the ire of lawmakers and health experts who are worried about the caffeine content.
And so there's regulators, food section is calling on them to investigate, potentially with the idea of making it less available to children?
Well, look, here's the thing. It contains about 200 milligrams of caffeine. And to put that in context, if you were to drink 6 cans of Coke, or maybe nearly 2 cans of Red Bull, that is the kind of level of caffeine that we're talking about. And so people are saying, well, you know, this is not good for children. asking the FDA to look at this and say how much essentially is too much caffeine. But, you know, it raises questions not just about this drink, about other energy drinks and their caffeine content. And others, for example, this Monster energy drink, which also has outsized levels of caffeine. But in this particular case, I think Chuck Schumer is trying to say, look, this drink, it comes in bright colours, popular flavours with heat, and that's why they're worried. The makers of the drink, though, say, look, we say this is not suitable for people under 18, and we also sell another product called Prime Hydration that has zero caffeine. And Chuck Schumer has fired back and said, look, the marketing of these things, you can't tell the two drinks apart unless you're educated consumers. You might mistakenly buy one instead of the other and give it to a young child.
Sure. I did spend a few days in New York just recently, about a couple of months ago, popping in on you guys, but I didn't study the energy drinks aisles of the supermarkets, corner stores in New York. I don't know if that's something you ever do yourself. How big are energy drinks in America?
I mean, it is a huge market. You know, I mentioned Monster is another drink, but, you know, we talked about Red Bull. I mean, I think, you know, things have gone a long way from the days of Lucozade in Indonesia or Gatorade here in America. You know, you can go into a supermarket or a deli or a bodega and it stretches, you know, the whole length. And the reason it's complicated is that the FDA's regulation of them, sometimes they're labelled as dietary supplements, so don't face the same kind of scrutiny as sort of other food products do. And so I think health experts and now lawmakers are kind of trying to put the spotlight on this and kind of say, hang on a second, you know, is this really what we want our kids drinking?
Sure. Has there been any response from Prime itself, the company, or indeed from the UTC case I have looked for?
They have not responded to the BBC, but like I said, they have two different products, so no doubt they will point to that. And I haven't strangely enough heard back from KSI or Logan Paul.
Well, they know where to get you. And they know where to find you and message you. Michelle Flick, our North America business correspondent, thank you so much for joining us. James with you on RS from the BBC World Service. Just looking at headlines, I can see that President Biden has arrived in Vilnius for the start of the NATO summit. That will begin on Tuesday. He'll be joined by the other NATO leaders. We'll keep an eye on that. But we want to turn now to the Canary Islands, a small group of Spanish islands off the northwest coast of Africa. Now, those islands include Tenerife, Vanuatu, Lanzarote. The Spanish Coast Guard has been searching for a missile believed to be carrying around 200 migrants. That boat set off from Senegal around a week or so ago. Now, in the last half an hour, we've seen reports saying that the Spanish Coast Guard has rescued 80 men